of America. And she also got a scholarship award from that organization. Her mother is working at school districts, and her mother is fully bilingual. She was quite influenced by her mother, and she volunteered in special education classes in public schools since she was young. So she said her ambitious goal is to teach special education in inner city high school. And I don't have any doubt she'll become a great teacher in inner city.
Well, I'm delighted to present our next award, which is our Special Achievement Award. And one particularly interesting, astonishing thing about this award is that our awardee tonight was actually a classmate of mine back during my years here at Cal State Northridge. We never took a class together with Professor Chan, but we took a number of classes in the history department and with our mutual mentor, Professor Emily Lawson. Mr. Eric Wong, after a brief tenure in the United States Marine Corps, having been a veteran of the Desert Storm operation in 1991, pursued his academic career here at Northridge, and for the past near decade has made a quite respectable reputation as a businessman and community leader and mentor, particularly in the Chinese American community. And very recently, he decided to return to Cal State Northridge to pursue his degree in Asian American Studies. And I'm pleased to announce that because of his natural intelligence and skill and sense of compassion, he has indeed been accepted to the MSW program at USC with a scholarship and fellowship. Please welcome Everett Wong. I'd like to embarrass him further if you'll indulge me. Everett is also a brand new father to beautiful young women. And now, last but not least, our final award of the evening, our Leadership Award, is eponymous, of course, not only with our distinguished guest speaker tonight, but the man who truly inspired the value of leadership in all of us. So my colleagues at this point will be presenting our Kenyon Chan Outstanding Leadership Award.
I think it's clear from listening to Dr. Kenyon Chan's lecture, I think it signals the importance of this award to the Asian American Studies Department. I look around the audience and I actually see several former recipients of this award, and I think to myself, I see them, and I see the great things that they have gone on to do, graduate school and many other great things. And so there's no pressure, of course, to be applied on the winner of this award here. I won the award myself 9 years ago. I date myself, that's okay. But the difference here is our recipient does get to speak to us, so I'm going to keep my words brief here. Let us all give a rousing Asian American Studies round of applause to the winner, this year's recipient of the Kenyon Chan Outstanding Leadership Award, Mr. Steve Cho.
Pretty unreal. Well, first of all, I would like to thank my family for being here and always being here to support me in everything I do, to show me the lesson of diligence in everyday life. I would like to thank my mentor and teacher, Professor Tremmeyer. I feel like my life has turned about 180 degrees around since I've come into them and had them in my life. I'd also like to thank my friends who continue to support me, and most importantly, I'd like to thank the community that all those people make and they all come together, because I think that's the most important part of this, is not any individuals, but what we become as a collective group. I guess one person said this better than I ever could. It's a quote by Albert Einstein. He said that 100 times a day, I remind myself that my inner and outer lives are based on the labors of other people, living and dead, and that I must exert myself to give in the same measure that I have received and I am still receiving. So, thank you.
Don't worry, I'm not going to roast you. Well, before the conclusion of our events tonight, and before we present our distinguished guest with this memento, I just, if I may, and if you'll indulge me, wanted to share with you. It's been a while since I've seen you. I think the last time was on the LMU campus some years ago, and I was just passing in the hallway. I was indeed Professor Chan's student once upon a time in, yes, the early 90s. And like I said earlier, he was that one person who believed in me and encouraged me, and unlike many other professors, actually made the time to mentor me and give me what essentially are fundamental human values, a sense of community, a sense of identity and pride, and above all things, tapping into the mystical root that ties all of us together. If you were to ask me what I've learned during all this time, particularly ever since I've taken your class, what I've learned from you and from my experiences in my community, again, are fundamental human values, not just necessarily Asian or Asian American values, but an appreciation for everything and all of those around me. Because the one true lesson that I've learned from you and your mentorship and the department that you helped build is that no matter who I am as a human being, no matter what I may have accomplished, and no matter how positive or even self-congratulatory I may feel about myself at times, who I am, at least